Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Wildermyth. We just finished Chapter 1 of the Age of Ulstrix campaign, playing as the Spiders, Veil of Spiders, something like that. And I decided to take a break just after that, so we're still processing the end of chapter, which includes what our heroes got up to during the 10 years of peace that followed our adventure. Neither. The Gorgon's mark grew and crusted over to cover one side of Meather's face. It would be a grim reminder of the encounter that day in the Wheatbrunn Forge barn. Gari left small treasures around Victory's Guard for other explorers to find. Perhaps new stories would spring up here. Oh, it's like geocaching. And also it remembered that, like, Victory's Guard was an important thing that he did during this campaign. That's nice. Winding trails often called Meather away from town life. That's all you can say about that? Nothing that he did there? Anyway. Gari took up with a soft-hearted lady who lived at the edge of Windy Crossing. One would patch the roof, one would weed the garden, and Gari marveled at how fulfilled he felt by her side. That's sweet. She's carrying an enormous club for some reason. Okay, so that's what they all did, I guess. Did we hear what Alma was doing? Maybe I mixed one of her updates up with one of Meather's? I don't know. So now's the time we can buy upgrades without having to spend time on it like we did during the chapter. And we just got all of our income from sites we control. So we have a bunch of money. I think most obviously lacking is that Gari needs a real weapon, please. Like a better wand or something. So you can make a tier 2 staff, which takes all of our heartwoods and some spell threads. Or a wand, which... What is the difference between these two? The staff is better at hitting and offers some block. They have the same amount of spell damage. This one offers a little bit of warding, basically. So it's more defensive. And it lets me spend more spell threads and save more heartwoods, which is kind of nice since everyone wants heartwoods. Whereas really the only thing to do with spell threads is to spend them on the mystic, more or less. I don't think we're really ready. We could buy him a tier 3 item, but I don't think that's really necessary. We want everyone to just have competent gear. So let's craft this up. Yeah, it's the Thaumaturgic Storm Branch. Sure. I could maybe get Yusril a better dagger? And try to... What is her... She has crippling strikes, which, I mean, those are better with range because you can stop enemies from getting to you. But I'm sure it's still helpful. I imagine these are very cheap to make. Oh. Daggers do extra flanking damage. I missed this. Okay, so that's a reason you would use a dagger instead of a bow. Got it. Okay, so carving her up at least a tier 1 knife is a good idea, and frankly, we could give Meather a tier 1 knife as well. Giving her a tier 2 would consume a lot of our income, or a lot of our resources. And what would be the big difference? It's like 1 more damage, I assume? Yeah, and a bit more stunt damage. I don't think it's worth dumping a huge number of LPs into that. Let's give her a tier 1 dagger and... Woe Secret? Oh my god, these are terrible. Grey Truth, sure. Why not? I think Alma's doing just fine. Meather's health is quite low, right? He was the one who got maimed the first time? Yeah, it's only 6. I mean, I guess everyone's is 6 basically, except Ama's. So what armor could we make for him? Traff or bark? So Traff gives him a small amount of armor and dodge, basically. Whereas bark gives more armor and less dodge and less speed. Traff seems fine. It's made out of nice cheap equipment too. Hides and fabrics, which I have basically, you know, more than I need. I don't know, armor is pretty sick though. Yeah, you know what? I think bark is more for archers, maybe. And Traff is for the rogues with the knife. So maybe I'll make him some bark. Gray bark, sure, whatever, man. And I could, I think, make Ystrel one of these and spend a bunch of LPs on fabric, basically. I don't think... She's not that important to me. No offense, kiddo. Now, wait a minute. What is this? This is his... Oh, his wand, right. Yes. Which... Oh, maybe I could have saved some money if I had, said I wanted to upgrade the existing wand instead of buying a new one. I think that's a thing that exists, right? Like, if I say make this... there's no discount for the tier 0 items, I guess? Okay, so it doesn't make a difference. Anything I can do with a few heartwoods and some hides, maybe? An offhand? Like, make Amma a shield or something? These seem like the same item. Yeah, 3 different styles of shield, depending on how you want it to look, I guess. I see. All this stuff takes ingots, huh? Okay, well, I mean... Take 1 less damage from non-flanking attacks. But this is an offhand item. Are her attacks one... She has one-handed items, so she could totally wear a shield. If we wanted. I could spend 1 LP and my ingots on this. That seems fine. It is a shield. I don't have to give it a fancy name. Alright, we spent our equipment, or our valuables, reasonably well. Ystrel fell into the work of deciphering the Epicrest. Why her? Isn't Meader the one who got it and merged with the Gorgon or whatever? And I don't think Ystrel is especially lore hungry. Right? Gari's the mystic. Weird. It hasn't always gone smoothly, and progress has mostly dripped along. The meanings of the weird stone had remained inscrutable for years. Oops, I hit next twice. Back? Okay, it didn't accept both nexts. But today, something in her research slides into place. It's always about heroes, isn't it? And she can now guess where their enemies might be. It explains why we've had a few years of relative peace. It's not what we thought, Meader. Love. Listen. What? Are they... They don't love each other, do they? Oh, they do! Someone gained a romantic interest during the fight at the barn, right? Was it these two? Is that what's happening? A mild irritant, I see, yes. He has a crush on Ystrel, but they call each other love. Lock relationship? What would this mean? Lock them as soulmates. Throughout all campaigns, these heroes will only become soulmates with each other. No, 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 Oh, there actually are mechanical impacts of these, huh? When your rival stunts, you get plus 35% to stunt until you successfully stunt. How weird. Extra block when walling with Gari. +1 damage against enemies who attacked Ystrel until end of mission. Wow, okay. That's a lot of little stuff to track that is not shown on the combat screen. You would have to remember, you'd have to know your characters quite well to take advantage of that. Obviously, you can stop mid-combat and look it up, but like remembering it's there and trying to plan around it, boy, that's a lot of work. It's not what we thought, neither. Love, listen. Imagine you're trying to raise an army. What's the first thing you do? Raise an army? Right, an army out of just normal folks. I suppose I'd give them a reason, something to get their blood going. Wouldn't be too hard. A symbol. You'd want a symbol to rally around, to rally support, wouldn't you? Especially for people who are ancients and set in their ways. So you're saying our Ulstrix, our master of Gorgons, needs this thing? What is it, some kind of divine spear? As a symbol to help convince the other Gorgons to follow it? Yes, that's what I believe. And why does it need to do that? Why does it need the spear? Or why does it need the support of others like it? What is Ulstrix? Perhaps there's something, an old evil that the Gorgon is fighting, but I'm worried it's just us. I was able to find other records of epicrysts. Rubbings. That was my first clue. An epicryst is like an ancient storytelling device. A way for telling a time-honored myth, but maybe in a different order or fashion. That's what I think. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting swept up. I checked the story elements here against some of our older legends. You know, that tall tale, kind of a poem or a song in some places, Queen of the Seas? No, but get to the point. Our stone tells almost the same story. Almost. And according to our version, the spear was laid to rest in a named cavern. It's on one of our maps. So that gives us an advantage, right? We know where it is. But they've got a pretty big head start, so I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but Gorgon sightings are picking up again. Now seems like a good time for us to get started. We've all changed, remember? All the havoc those things caused and we couldn't stop them? But we're ready this time, aren't we? Vengeance roars in my blood. I plan on feeding it. I can't tell if Meether is the one, if these are his thoughts. I think probably. But when we've had this weird font before, I guess this is the font for hero-based stuff, and there was something different for the bad guys. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. So that's an extra enemy in every battle. Okay. It's very calamitous. 300 days remain. So yeah, we have 300 days to investigate Leatherfoot Altar. Where is that? Here? It's like literally right next door. Okay, and Grassy Field is new. Oh, we're not at Wheatbrand Forge anymore. We were when we did the last combat. But we, of course, retired home to Windy Crossing. So, there isn't someone to hire here this time. I'm not missing it this time. There's someone to hire here, though, at Veilhand. So let's send Amma over there. She's the expert at that. No. And let's send a scout down here. Meether, I guess. And a scout over here. Ystrel? That's not how you do it. Okay. Go. I'm a little reluctant to send Gari anywhere. Maybe he just goes with to Grassy Field. Speed that up a little bit. Boy, almost fast. No, that's Yistral. New recruit. An aloof intellectual who's a... Sure. We have 4 points. I can't tell if it's 2 minus 1 or if it was reduced by 1 to 2. I think normally it costs 3, right? The last time we did it? Anyway, I'll take this aloof intellectual. Rothala? I know it's randomized. I don't like having to say that name. An aloof hothead, Chazbar. Aloof hothead seems contradictory, doesn't it? Not exactly, but I'll reroll anyway. Is this... This looks like a warrior, which would be fine. Hot-headed loner, sure, that makes sense. Renche, fine, I can pronounce that. Oh, although I guess we get to pick what they are anyway, right? There's Renche. Renche? Does she have like the same face as Yistral? It looks very similar, but with like different colored hair. I'm not sure. Watching for trouble? Got plenty of that already, just watching. Okay. You ever feel like you were born in the wrong place? You look around at the lives of your friends, and they seem happy, and you can't for the life of you understand why? You hold the family shovel, the loam, the cooking pot, but none of them seem to come alive for you? My axe came alive for me. It connected me with something bigger than myself. No matter how many beatings I take, I'll be forever grateful for that. That sounds wonderful. Do you think I could find a place in that world? I've got a good feeling about it. We can give you a rundown of the basics and see where it goes from there. I think we want another warrior. Hiya! She's attacking this stuff. So you're still, like, preparing this recruit. It's going to take a while, that's fine. And you're better at it because you're a bard. Great. No one needs my instructions, right? No one's idling. Yeah, continue. Turtles all the way down, so they say. The day is calm. The scouting mission has discovered nothing dangerous. Having outdistanced his companions, Meather sits to rest. Does he sleep? Dream? Is it a vision, a metaphor? Or does a tortoise truly come and speak to him? He already talked to a rock, I mean, why not? And a gorgon spoke through him. He has seen somewhere before the patterns that swirl upon its shell. Oh, maybe this is the rock guy? Of course you have. This pattern is everywhere. In the wind, in the stars. Oh, look at this, little circles. In the sea, in the storm. In the fire and the farm. Fern. We have always been here. We hold up the earth and the sky and the storm. We protect the fern and the water and the wheat. You should understand that. You protect others also. You're one of us. Can't you feel it? This is it. This is where I belong, or I'm just not a joiner. What does his personality tell us? What should he be doing? Is that customize? No. Aspects? No. I think it's under stats and, yeah, personality. Here we go. Wow, he has 0 charisma. Nobody likes him at all. He's a huge hothead loner. And a romantic. I mean, a hothead would want to be like, yeah, that's me. A loner would... I don't know. Not necessarily want to join up with a bunch of turtles who protect the world. But I gotta see where this is going. This is it. This is where I belong. Are you sure I'm the one you want? Your choices throughout your lifetime have fitted you for this task. You were not born a guardian, but you have molded yourself into one, moment by moment, day by day. You are worthy to join the fellowship I speak for. Do you accept? Yes, absolutely. What happens now? While you live? Nothing. Continue as you have been. After your death, we will discuss this matter further. Do I become a tortoise? The precise form is open for negotiation. That almost makes it sound as though you guardians are all around. Throughout the world. Everywhere. It does, doesn't it? Be well, Meether. We will speak again one day. Hey, Meether. You been napping on the job? No, Did you see a... That's a pretty cool tortoiseshell pendant. Did you just find it here? I guess talking about this? No, it's kind of a long story. Someday I'll tell you. Gained 0.7 health. Okay. Oh, and also an object that he gets. 15 block. Nice. The Talisman of a Protector. Enjoy, Meether. He's becoming festooned with adornments now, huh? So, y'all might... One prairie outpost. Yeah. So we can choose what thing we want. I mean... What do we actually have right now? How do I see this? Here. I mean... I don't know... I think we need fabrics more than hides, right? So let's make a weaver works. And let Gari work on it. Does Meether even want to go somewhere else and scout this or something? Maybe we should just get this done as soon as possible so we can have Gari back in combat mode. Galdcedar's Forest, containing Feltown books. A bookstore? Strength 4 Gorgons. Well, we can't really go anywhere useful from here, so why don't you just, prepare this recruit. By the time you get there, she'll almost be ready, but we're gonna just join up here. Gari receives a challenge from the past. Gari... Okay, sure. And the next thing you know, the homunculus has lost track of time, and then she's like, oh, nuts, I've got a book club to get to. Hold these entrails for me. Boy, what a joke. Gari looks dour. And then she took off. You're a plumpish fraud. What? Okay. Meether, how goes it, you old clover-sniffing twig-twitcher? Should we agree not to describe each other out loud? Oh, alright. Anyway, I wanted to find you because, look, any idea what this note means? Who blinks first? Who gave this to you? No one. Or, I mean, no one I saw. It was stuck to your door, your name on it. Figured I'd bring it to you. A map, too. A map? Well, he's got little flecks of gray in his hair now, huh? Cute. Yes, a map. Here, you take it. It's not meant for me. And there he goes. He's just looking... What are his... Why is he so mad all the time? No reason, really. Maybe he's determined somehow? Oh, I guess tenacity was a stat, huh? Low charisma? I mean, honestly. Neither of us can resist an adventure, can we? Yeah, I agree. Don't tell him it's a trap. Go help. You're friends. Yeah, Alma is not really needed for this, so yeah, let's She's not needed to train up this hero, so let's bring her along on the combat, I guess. Or, I mean, we could bring Ystrel? A new combatant who could use some experience? Sure. Alma can stay training the recruit. That's what she likes doing. She's a bard. Renshay Page is now a Greenhorn Warrior. Interesting. So, Sentinel replaces Guardian. I don't want to give her either of these two abilities because Alma already has both of them. It seems kind of boring. They're reasonably strong, I guess, but we can try to build her up as a reaction type person, maybe. Sentinel replaces Guardian, leaps up to 2 tiles. She has like ranged Overwatch with a melee weapon. Kind of wild. So actually, I mean, where are these guys going? They're going to Felltown Brooks? Someone's still working on a Weaver Works. You two have nothing to do. I'm a little bit nervous about... Yeah, I do not think I should send the 2 of them to assault this on their own. Is there anything you could do that would be useful? Not very. Kind of want to hang out near the Gorgons, but I also want to know where the heck these guys are going. Can I see what your task is? This. Yes, they're actually going to the place where we're planning to have combat soon. So let's just have everyone else go there too then. Except not... Wait, isn't someone working on this? Oh, Gari and Meether were pulled away. I see. So, alright, why don't you two work on the Weaver Works, I guess? Huh. The story continues. So this lady used to pick on you, this Amiria Hard? What's the deal with that? Well, I used to give as much as I got, to be honest. Not that I enjoyed it. ... Okay, kind of did. Well, okay, what it was... We had this game we would play to challenge each other. A blinking game. Doesn't sound inherently vicious. What kind of rules did you have? What? There weren't any rules. Well, the whole point was about you're put in a situation and whoever blinks first loses. So that meant just going farther and farther until one of you backed down, right? Yeah, basically. So something happened? What was it? Oh, well, the last time it happened, I ended up winning, but something went wrong. I didn't mean for Amelia to get hurt quite so badly, and... Whoa. Well, yeah, I tried to do what I could for her, but she wouldn't take help from me. I get why. I haven't seen her or heard from her since that time. Neither? I can't tell. Is he smirking? His beard is doing a weird thing. Like, his face is pointing to the right, to the camera right, but his beard is pointing to his right. Are you serious right now? And this is what I signed on for? So I'm Gari. My friend and I decided abusing each other would be hilarious. Oh, oops, turns out it sucks to get randomly maimed for no reason. Oh, what's that? She wants revenge? Good luck to her. See what she does when I walk straight into her trap. Did I miss anything? How about the part where I didn't ask you to come with me? Uh-oh. The trap. Did he step in a bear trap? Meether. Meether's foot has pressed a concealed trigger. Removing it will likely spring a hidden trap. Any shift of weight, any movement might release it. Gari rushes to knock Meether from the trap, taking his place. Or, look for a way to disarm it. I mean, Meether's had a rough life. But this was sort of his idea, and he's the hunter. He should be aware of traps that he might be walking on. We'll have Gari try to figure out how to turn it off. Meether, unable to remain motionless any longer, attempts to throw his body clear. A bolt flies from a concealed mechanism in a nearby stump. Meether! He rolls to his feet, bleeding profusely but still breathing. Well, that'll be a scar. Always one more wrinkle. It's not over yet. Oh, are these like mechanical monsters? We have a Spectic. Gears, Crick and Knuckles crack. Its one grasping claw reaches and strains. Okay, so some sort of melee guy, I guess. Sommelier. Hissing tubes, a gulping pump. It teeters forward on spindly legs, trailing virulent vapors. Virulent? Never quite sure. Bad luck for them. They're approaching Gari in a forest. So, GG, I guess. And I didn't... Did Meether end up getting a scar or something? What happened? History? A scar served as a reminder that it is often unwise to involve oneself in the rivalry of others, I guess. Huh. Stats? It hasn't reduced his health any as far as I can tell. It was 6 before. It might just be a physical scar, although I can't see it. Wait. I thought maybe he had lost a hand because, like, there's some fingers. Because this hand looks messed up. But I guess it could be just a balled up fist that we're seeing from the kind of top of the hand. Or the back of the hand, I guess is what you would say. Huh. Aspects? I don't know. So he doesn't seem any worse for wear. Could be wrong, obviously. Let's see. After great blah, blah. So let's just interfuse with a tree and see if we can peek around the corner and see what's going on. Yes. So how does this, like, tree call work? It's a swift action, but we've already spent our swift for the turn. So you could teleport someone to a space next to a tree. Interesting. So that certainly could be useful. To give someone else a big surprise extra movement, basically, right? Okay. I think I want Ystrel to go maybe scout over here. Plan to silk step to this square. Found him. It's a Spectic. Okay, so let's just scoot up here so we can get an easy flank next turn. I think this is going to be a turn that we don't attack. We're just reconnoitering. It was one of each of these, right? There weren't even like two enemies, so this is everyone. There's no one lurking in here. This is debris. Oh, there's a fire there he could use, I guess. Yeah, let's maybe have the two rangers sneak over this way. Or hunters, I guess, in this game. So now all my heroes are invisible, right? We interacted with the tree, and the other two went into Silk Step mode. So we're kind of invincible here, as long as they don't immediately find us. We can launch a pretty sweet ambush. We don't want to like get right in their line of sight, or their line of movement, is what would cause them to find us. Do I want plants in this area? Not really. Will he lose hidden if he does this? It doesn't say so. I don't know, maybe roots isn't the right idea. Maybe I just interfuse with this tree as well, so I'm more flexible. No, because plants are really useful. They do a lot of damage. Let's make some plants over here, maybe, to hinder this guy while we're dealing with his friend. Yeah, he has to go the long way. They're searching for us. So Meether now... Can she actually... She can't. But if she were teleported to this square, she could. Right? So maybe the thing to do... Yeah, so let's try this. Come over here. Swap weapons so we can light a fire here. Well, here, I don't know. Swap weapons back and shoot this guy. Gari can tree call this target. Damaging the tree, apparently. And now she can march in here and flank this guy. We don't actually need the extra damage, I guess. Her bow would have been fine, it turns out. As long as it gets a guaranteed hit, but... Right, because the bow... It's only a tier 0, so it only does 3 damage, but that's enough. Still, I think I want her back here so that, she's obscured from this guy's view. Maybe I was supposed to put out the fire first? 12 damage is sick, though. So now let's interfuse with a plant. So, Vine Wrench moves them and pins them. Vine Wrench this guy, please. To here. What's the range on his attack? Very small. He's dead anyway. Meether Westerkiss is now a Bloodhorn Hunter. His first level up, because he didn't participate in any of the fights in the first chapter. Upgrade Ember Arrows? Huh. That's interesting. So you can use a swift action to move to near another fire. Which, like, the idea is he lights a fire, right? And shoots something. And then on a future turn, he can teleport to that fire. Interesting. I mean, we might as well play into it, right? Yeah, with cripping, strikes, archery, they're all obviously better. But this one sounds like a gameplay style, I guess. I mean, we try to prevent getting shot at, so archery shouldn't do anything most of the time. If you're getting shot at, you're in bad shape. Crippling Strike is good. But let's just do this. Give him more mobility. He's slow, right? Because he got named. The Viper Spoke. A tier 1 spear. Well, I guess give that to Renche, right? It's way better than her pickaxe. And a Gravel Pelt Bracelet. Armor for, I guess again, Renche? He's going to try to be a defensive type character. By nightfall, Meter's wound is staunched. A fire gnaws on logs. He gazes into the flames. Scars can be sexy? I just did one more sweep of the area. Didn't you say she wouldn't have stuck around? Well, sure, but years change a person. Unless, obviously, that person is me. Alright, thanks, Gari. Come on now, I've gotten hurt worse. Hey, I'd be letting you know if I blamed you at all. You know that. Look, I don't know what comes next. It shouldn't be your price to pay. But Emiria Hard always put a lot of stock in fairness. I call it take for took, snit for snat. So perhaps it's over. Score settled. It seems like a big question to live with. Old grudges are poisonous, the toughest ones to quell. You'll never be caught up on it again, Meether. I mean, I promise, hopefully. The fire shrinks until it's just small blooms of orange light, splitting the coals, and quickly wilting. They lie on their backs and talk, and later they sleep. Neither will ever hear from a myriad hand. Hard! What? The kerning, it's not even like, I don't know. It almost merges with the D enough to make me see hand. Oh no, it's hard. Well, you can't really blame kerning for that, I don't think. So he's gotten his second level up here. No. We already leveled him twice, right? We took like trees and trees, or trees and plants. So I guess you start with 0 stars and your first level up is, I don't know. I don't understand it. Or no, at your first level up, when you become a mystic, you pick like an ability. And that was, we took the tree thing, and then we took it again. Quest complete, more retirement age. Fires don't burn out while interfused. Wood Splinter Salvo. Better than Splinter's Blast, I guess. Upgrade the cat. Wow. That's insane. I mean, I don't really want enemies getting adjacent to him, but that's so much. 3 shred and then 2 damage. It goes off more often than I would like, to be honest. Tinker's probably okay. We gotta commit to the cat, right? Okay, so everyone, please assault this. Oh no, hang on, back. You guys are busy, right? Oh, well, you guys can assault it on your own. You'll be fine. You just had a combat. Go have another. Storks? Not flamingos, surely. Some sort of wading bird. Doesn't look like a stork now I think of it. Slosh. That looks like a giant foot, right? Splush. An ancient and immense grove soars at the heart of Galdcedar's forest. Great sequoias shoulder up to towering redwoods. Thick-grown cedars mob their knees. Now, sequoias and redwoods are like the same thing, sort of, right? Like, redwood is a broader term that includes sequoia, or am I wrong about that? I don't know. The moon passes more loudly than this giant. Oh, the moon passes more loudly than this giant. How far we're tracking it? Think it'll lead us to the Godlands? They spotted it that morning. A myth among the wild populace. Its appearance has captured the minds of Ystrel and the others. Maintaining 100-pace silence is pretty near impossible for me. Can't help but be impressed by this. What's the... Oh, yeah, the locals call him Lord Evergreen. Quietly, love. They move into the flowing fog. The earth holds its breath. Dampness heavies their eyelids, darkens their hair. Smears of silver shine on trunks, roots, and stones. They stumble and feel a path over rocks and wrecks, chasing the giant through the noise-barren world. This is challenging reading, I gotta tell you. Like, I'm a good reader, you know, not just in the sense that I, you know, graduated high school and I'm competent, but like, I understand what they're saying here, but there's a lot of kind of poetic license being taken and uncommon words being used that I'm constantly stumbling over. Mist will be completely opaque in a second. Oh, he's whispering. Oh, I think it's stopped. It has stopped. Think he's aware of us? Now it turns about, somehow finding space. High and mostly hidden in haze, its face must hang above them. With bending bark sounds, creaky hips, folding legs, it gently lowers itself, fitting its bulk to a tract of treeless ground. Is its face like a tree stump, or what is this? A knee? I don't quite understand. This could be a kneecap. An unspoken question, and it wants an answer. They're caught in its eyeless gaze, and a silence that grows in twists, grotesquely long. It could crush them, that fact is certain as the soil. Stomachs harden, innards clench, muscles coil. Try to communicate or snatch a twig. Well, I would choose to try to communicate. Unluckily, the person who's in charge of this adventure is completely unlikable. So I guess we'll just try to steal a twig, which seems very risky. But, you know, neither has tried stunts like this before, like when he tried to steal that eagle egg. He'll get lucky one of these days. Oh, it's Gari. Gari steps cautiously forward. Right, he's the one with no charisma at all. Ready to run? Beneath the shadow of the stone-still giant, he creeps. And then... Oh! What's happening here? Snatch. Is he... He looks happy? With a skillful hand, he snaps a rod of living timber off its great head. Okay, this is its head. This just seems so... There's a word that starts with P. Oh, almost petulant, but that's not it. Not presumptuous. Meaning like bold and reckless. Can't think of the word. I think it starts with a P. And then he tries to inch away. Its legs groan as it rises, unhurried. Wanders on its way. Wow, didn't seem angry. Explain what you were thinking. I understand it was impulsive. I only thought, if there's power in this thing, that's a chance we should take. Sorry. Colorful arguments decorate their return trip. They find their way easily in the unfogged woods. Forest life wakes around them. Time to focus on the beasts, yeah? Yeah. We stole a furling wand, a tier 1 artifact wand with a leaf property. Controlled splinter blast. Splinter blast and splinter salve now damage the scenery instead of always destroying it. Well, that's nice. That's an artifact leaf. Like, this is just better than his storm branch, right? Oh no, we gave him a tier 2 wand. Well, it's certainly better than his soup spoon. It'll give him some options if I remember to switch. I think we're still going to main the Storm Branch, but for specifically Splinter Blasting or attacking, I guess? With the wand itself, we could switch? No, they're both... I don't know. Well, we're going to call this a giant's beard hair. Because that's what it is. We stole one hair from the beard of a giant. Okay. 2 raccoons and a rager, all with no improvements, and 1 roe who's gotten buffed twice throughout the campaign. And 1 of these things. Okay, well, the good news is having someone who can get into invisibility mode, like, she can just go catch it, I think. Semi-safely, but not actually? I think she might want to go easy on that. Well, let's see. Maybe everyone else can just clear things up and kill the raccoon so that it's safer to run up to it. Like, this guy only has 6 health or something, right? We can just blow it up. Shark trap? What? Lay traps of shards on the floor like shark fins. Oh, how cool. I've never seen a clay pot before. Scalding rain. These abilities are great. Okay, but anyway, just about anything will kill this guy. I was thinking we would use the tentacles here. Oh, I can't get to it because it's behind this. Oh, but I can ricochet off of this guy? How does this work? Half damage. Okay, that's a little annoying. Actually, yeah, it's attacking the raccoon. Okay, so I should have grabbed... I didn't realize this would block line of fire. But, well, what can you do? So now, Meather could reasonably shoot the thing to finish it off. It shouldn't be in any cover. It, you know, we don't have flanking, so we could miss, but odds are good, right? Anything else I'm supposed to do first? There's nothing to light on fire? Okay. Okay, got it. So I'm actually just going to charge up to it and not use Silk Step. Because I'm not 100% sure that, like, you actually get to catch it when you Silk Step. Oh! I am going to Silk Step. I did not notice you. Yikes, someone's in for a rough turn. I guess it must have been revealed when I captured this thing, but I didn't notice it. Well, the good news is it doesn't know where we are, but... Okay, we got it. All right, little one, can I tell Meether about you? Can I tell? Oh, because she's in love with Meether. Is that why she's mentioning him? I guess enchant her dagger. Sure. It's Jagged Dragon's Bane. Water. So when you stunt with a water thing, you get your action point back. Replaces the dagger. So we do less crit damage, but get an action back, which seems obviously insane. So if possible, we'd like to help her get more crits. I don't think this is Jagged Dragon's Bane. Gray Orchid? Dusk Thorn of White? These names are ridiculous. Witch Skinner? I don't know. Hawkseye? Any thoughts in the chat? There's no chat. But it's just like a modern colloquial idiom to talk to chat now, even if they're not there. I don't know, Shadowthorn's fine, I guess. Ouch. Oh, that was the cat going off. Lucky block. So can she get up to it or not? Like, can she reach to flank it? I can't tell, but Meether could, right? So what we want to do, I think, is A, back up, maybe? Can I back up? I want to get somewhere more useful. Oh, you know what I should maybe do? Is just make some plants. Dude loves plants, right? Interfuse with one. So it's pinned now, and we could therefore leave it alone because it has no ranged attacks. But I think the more appropriate thing to do would be to just kill it, since that's easy. And I was thinking maybe I would use a dagger or something, because we get the extra flanking damage, but, like, why not make some forward progress, right? From all of these tiles, he could still reach it, so... Well, okay, but I don't want to be surprised by something in this room. So maybe let's just go here. And she's already hidden, so I guess she can scout? Nothing seems to be in here. Not even a door. Well, I can't see that tile, I guess. Not even a door to the rest of the place. Let's actually duck back here as a way to scout out this tile without risking it seeing us, probably? And if, as expected, there's nothing in here, well, then she has plenty of time to get back to the real fight, right? I think you should be able to shadow step into the fire, right? Silk step? Yeah, nice. Let's get out of this plant. Maybe make some more plants up here? Because he's insane when there are plants around. Even if it's going to make things a little awkward for the others. Have a hero end 5 consecutive turns in Grey Plane? Did I do that? I guess so. I thought Yusra had been doing useful stuff, but I guess she's just been scouting. Okay. So, there is a plant in the way. Can I shoot at the door? I can't. Oh, attack scenery. That's only like a melee attack, though. I mean, this plant's in the way. The thing is, he loses hit for that, so... I think what I'm going to do is just have him attack the plant that got in our way. But not before interfusing with this one, which I won't need to destroy. Probably. This one might or might not be in the way, so I'm going to leave it as is for now. Yeah. If she's not opening the door this turn, it is a little dangerous to be standing here, but I think when they attack the scenery, that'll be ending their turn, so they can't really get in after that. What do we have left, by the way? There was 4 enemies? A row, a rager... 2 raccoons? I don't remember. So he really can't... Firing position. Oh, I see. That's his... He can move to an adjacent fire. But yeah, that doesn't do anything. I think he wants to stay where he is, honestly. She's still hidden, right? Looks that way. Yeah, she's done, he's done. Okay, it was a hog and a raccoon. As I anticipated. So I think our first action is pretty simple. Nope. Just gotta click the right button. Actually, is it simple? Maybe I first wish to... Let's see. So this is a swift action. And I can reach either of them. So if I aimed at you, it actually does show me where you would go. Okay, cool. So if I pin the melee one here, I can just work around him, right? Or I can maybe even kill him. But yeah. If he can't move this turn, he won't be able to attack. I could wild grasp this guy as well, right? Yeah. Seems like a great play. God, Gari is unstoppable. I guess the plant he was using finally died. Oh, she can't attack at, like, right... She can only attack at right angles because her range is... stats... Yeah, range for a small weapon like this is 1.1, whereas the warrior weapon range is like 1.6, so it includes diagonals. Can she do this without... No, she would walk on corruption. Does she have any warding? No, right? Yeah, annoying. But he can. Although apparently this wouldn't be a crit? Or a... Yeah, it would. Here we go. A flank. So we lose Ember Arrows, but we get a guaranteed hit. And Ystrel really never did anything. She opened a couple doors, basically. But that was, in some sense, what I needed. Right? Having the door opened while enemies were far away from the rest of the crew was kind of helpful. Stunt chance. Now, didn't we just get someone who wants that? Like Renshe, right? No, she's the warrior. It's Ystrel, right? She wants that because she has this thing, likes to stunt. Yes, please, take it. Clearly, you were the one most deserving of a reward out of this battle where you never attacked an enemy. Gorgon Bogmoors. Okay, well, we canceled this earlier. We can't cancel it now. Plus 40 days. Oh, okay, so that must be something to do with the campaign difficulty level. I found it was plus 50 when I did this in my off-camera multiplayer save, so that's one bit of time pressure. Anyway, it's been an hour, so that's our start on Chapter 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.